today I'm talking about the sum functions in Excel. First one is, which everyone knows, the sum. Um, you can get it by, you can use it by like this is an example. You can just like sum all the prices here, like either clicking this button here, sum, and it will just highlight all the cells above the activated cell, and by clicking enter you will get the sum right away. um, Another way is just to write it down, SUM, and just highlight the range of cells you need to sum, and it'll give same number. So this is the regular sum. But there are some situations that you need to sum the cells only if it meets one criteria, and here it comes SUMF. For example, like we have this range of fruits, the price in different dates. So like this is one, the 1st of February 2018, 2nd of February, 3rd of February. So we have different prices, just like this is random numbers. Price for apple, for orange, for mango, and we have the same number of fruits in the 2nd day of February and 3rd day of February. So what if we need to sum all the prices only for apple? So here comes SUMIF. So we should say that equal to SUMIF, and we have the range. This is the range we need to sum. I'll tell you like why I choose this time. I'll explain it right in after this point, and the criteria that it has to be between two text. Oh, sorry. So equal to apple if this apple, like if any of these cells equal to that criteria, then sum all these cells. Of course. Oh, sorry. So before, we can just expect how much is this, or how much is the sum. So we have 31 plus 13 plus 21. So this would be like 60 something, like 31 and 13, you have like 44 plus 21, so 65. Let's see how much. Yes, it's 65. Same thing we can do for orange, equal to sum f, but this time I will change the way I do this. I will do sum this range, and the criteria equal to, no, it has to be like a text mark or the quotation mark. Okay, let's use this. Equal to apple. No, this time is orange, sorry. Orange. And this is the sum range. Okay, I'm expecting an error here, and I'll tell you why we have this error. So it shouldn't be 0. We have here 27, and we have 31, and we have another. So the 0 here, because the range, which is for the criteria, it has to be, the criteria is searched for in this range, which means this, if we get this here, we will get, so the criteria is checked in that range, and if it's right, we the cells meet this criteria. From the red will be like the cells would be summed up. So here we go. uh just here we have like 31. So we have two 31s. Just like if I'll use another sum if in another way, I'll use this as the range of and the criteria equal to 31, and sum this range. So actually, if the number is 31, it will be added up. So we have two 31, so this should be, oh, we have three 31. This is one, and this is one, and this is another one. So we have three 31s. So I think this is the idea behind the two ranges, and this would be more clear when we use some ifs. So here we have more than one criteria need to be met in order to take the cell into account. So for example, like we need the apple only in the first day of February. So let's try. So this sum ifs, and here we have the sum range. This is the range which will be added up, and this is the range for I search for the criteria here, and the first criteria is to be equal to apple, and there's another criteria, there's another range of criteria, and it should equal to 2018 02 01. We are expecting this to be 31. Oh, is something wrong here? Oh yeah, okay, I know what's wrong. This equal has to be inside the quotation mark. Let's get it here. This equal here. Now we're expecting 31. Yes. Let's do another one. For example, like we need the oranges in the second day equal to some ifs, and this is some range would add it up, and the range of the criteria range 1 here will set up this to be, oh my god, sorry, this is, yeah, it is used in the formula bar, equal to orange, and the second range criteria range will be the date, and the criteria range should be equal to 2018 02 02. We are expecting this to be another 31. Yes. And if you have three criteria, like date, product, maybe for example we can add here like the store or the city or whatever, like we need in that city in that day the product, you can look it up, you can get this number here, so you can build all these metrics with this formula. Okay, so another shortcut or short for sum, it's called sum product. This when you deal with arrays, you can just get the product of two arrays, sum product. It will ask you for the array, the first array with this array, second array will be this array. Boom. Yeah. So what's this number? This number, as if you say this equal to first value of that array multiplied by first value of that array, and you just like get the for each of these elements of array, and then you get the sum. Here's the sum, which is equal to so this is shorthand for array 1 multiplied by array 2. What about the SUMSQ? SUMSQ actually is called is short for summation of square sum of squares. So it's equal to SUMSQ of this range. It will okay. So what if we sum this? So this is the square of each of these numbers. If we sum the squares here, so as if you just squared every little element of that array or that list of numbers. What was sum x2 or py2? It's summation of x square plus y square. So let's see, equal to sum x2 plus x2. So here's the x's and here's the y's. This is a number. So here I just squared each of the x's and each of the y's, and if we highlight these, you'll get the summation right in the right here. So this is the same number as this. So this shorthand or shortcut for summation the squares. Oh, here's should be an x. Sorry. Square of x's plus the square of y's. Here's this really similar, but it's summation of x square minus y square. So it is equal sum x2 minus y2. Sorry, each time like I get this. So here's the x's and here is the y's, and we have minus this. So if we sum, if we say this equal to this minus the x minus y here, and if we sum this, it will be the same number. You see this summation of the highlighted range, and this is the sum of x2 or square minus y2 or square. The last one is sum x minus y square equal to sum x minus y 2, and here's the x and here is the y here. So this one is equal to the difference squared, and if we sum these or highlight it, it will give us the summation here. If you like this video, please subscribe and thumb the video up.